I seen some crazy things in my lifetime. I don't know what's really out there. Makes you wonder. Welcome to the channel, and I got another video for you. Yeah, man. Let's get to it. Very, very crazy. A lot of things going on in the world today, huh? Let's go. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Created after thousands of years of effort, could the Amazon really be just a bunch of trees? Definitely not.
This jungle area called Hueso. Then I believed, because the spiders are this big. Just everything looks insane.
It's filled with untold truths that have waited centuries to be revealed.
Picture exploding on social media has a lot of you talking and asking, is this for real? Check this out.
Whether it's the creepy creatures, the mythical beings, unidentified animals, or the cryptids lurking in the dark.
Is a type of African rat. And if
What
this
is
got on
that?
These recent sightings in the Amazon will tell you how bizarre things could get inside this dense forest. On his trip to explore the hidden world of Amazon, one man came across a giant. Well, the giant might be too small for this massive snake resting on the tree branch. It was so huge that the tail was reaching the nearby trees.
Oh my lord.
Seeing this, the man was shocked because he had never seen such a giant snake in his life. Luckily, it was a gentle giant, so the man was able to stay there for a while and observe it. Otherwise, who knows? The ending of this story might have been different.
Massive.
Slithery dragon. Setting up a camera in a remote location is always a good idea if you are looking to find some unusual creatures that are sneakingly lurking around you without your awareness.
Wow. Say it ain't so.
The camera caught a weird type of snake that looked like a hybrid
That looks like a dragon.
version of a snake and a dragon, because if you look closely, its face almost resembles a dragon, and it has a pinkish body and slithering through the mountains like a snake. Discovery makes me wonder if it could be a rare type of snake that has remained unidentified, possibly near extinction.
What do you think? Wow.
Mammoths return. We all think woolly mammoths no longer exist, but seeing this might change your belief. A wildlife photographer went into the woods to work on a project about animals, but there, he saw something he had never imagined. A baby elephant that looked like a woolly mammoth was casually eating leaves there. It looked
sure
as if it
does.
had come straight from ancient times. The photographer stayed there for a while and then left. But if this elephant didn't come from ancient times, then surely some scientists are experimenting and trying to bring back the woolly mammoth into our
What do you think? Amazing.
world. Leaf acrobat. Stepping into the backyard, a man spotted something unbelievable. There, among the dried, he noticed a strange movement. It was a creature that looked just like a leaf, but it was flipping and twisting itself just like some acrobat.
You tell me what that is. I don't know.
And just when the man shared this captured creature online, people also went crazy. They thought it was some kind of alien that somehow landed in the man's backyard. But I believe that it's some new undiscovered species.
I mean, it has spikes on it.
Whatever it
and,
is,
you know, you
guys,
see it.
but this little creature for sure knows how to put on a show. Amazonian legend. A tourist came to explore the Amazon, but couldn't find anything particularly unusual. But as he was leaving, he saw a giant anaconda that frightened him terribly. It was approximately 15 meters long and was crossing the river to head into the woods. He recorded a video of it from a distance and shared it online, which led to various opinions from people. Some believed it was the oldest snake of the Amazon, while others believed it was the monster anaconda living there. Wooden's guardian. A group of friends were passing by the woods late at night when they heard some strange noises. They were brave. Otherwise, most people would have
Oh.
kept moving in such a situation. But they stayed and decided to check
Oh,
it
what
out.
is that?
Suddenly, a strange, skinny creature appeared that wanted to make them leave.
Oh no. Oh man.
They weren't afraid of it at all and
I see
stayed
that.
right there. But suddenly, the creature vanished back into the woods and was never seen again.
No, I would
Mystery
vanish.
monster. A massive creature has been spotted lurking in the wild. Although its furry appearance resembles a bear, its size and shape make it distinctive from a bear. The way this creature drags its lower back to move forward indicates that it might
know.
be injured and probably trying to find a safe spot
It's probably a bear.
so it could save itself from other predators lurking in the wild. So, drop your guesses below and let me know if you can identify this beast. The man beast.
Man beast. Oh,
Deep within the
nah,
forest, some hunters in search of a deer came across this cryptic creature, which has horns like a beast and is as furry as a bear. With its sharp claws and teeth, it is standing tall on its hind legs, giving off a bizarre look.
I don't know.
Indigenous people claim that they have encountered this creature many times in the depths of rainforests, and they call it El Hombre Bestia. They believe that this creature is the guardian of forests and protects it from intruders.
Really?
Creepoid. A farmer spotted a bizarre little creature on his farm, and he had no clue what it could be.
Yo!
Is atop of
The creature looked like a baby that had just been born. That's not all, but the creature was covered in hair. I couldn't really figure out what this creature really is. So, if you have any guesses on what this strange being could be,
Please tell me.
feel free to drop your thoughts. Island legend. Looking anything but real, this giant crocodile shook the fishermen to their cores. They were on their boat when they spotted this 7.6 meters reptile.
I hope they were on their boat because they was walking in the water.
Another thing which troubled the people was the unusual size. It appeared to have swallowed something really big, which made the onlookers a bit more scared to go near them. So they let it rest there.
How about
and
one of them
brought the
humans that
footage
walked in the
for us
water?
to figure out what just
Ah.
happened there? Amazon's secret. A group of friends were passing by the Amazon River and felt something unusual near the riverbanks. When they got closer, they were shocked because there was a fish
Oh, that looks weird.
that looked like an elephant's head, only the head had fins.
Huh? Oh, man.
They observed it closely, and after that, they felt that scientists were likely experimenting on animals here, and this could be the result. They didn't stay there long and left the strange fish behind.
Man.
But who knows if they had looked around the area a bit longer? They might have found something more unusual.
Wow.
Nagual.
Oh, no.
This clip has been making rounds on the internet. This footage shows a strange creature lying on the floor in a fetal position, but strangely, it has humanoid facial features
Oh, I see a face. You see a face?
and a furry body, like an animal. The creature seems to be peacefully sleeping on the floor.
That's
Netizens believe
scary.
that this footage is a complete hoax, claiming that there might be a man in a weird costume to fool other people. But guys, if you believe me, I don't think that it's a hoax, because some indigenous people believe that there is a mythical creature called Nagual, which can shapeshift into a human. What are your thoughts about this
Yeah, I like to know.
alien bug?
Outside in town. The comments.
While everyone's still buzzing about the alien worm, another strange creature has surfaced. An alien bug.
What is
Amazon
that?
seems to be full of surprises. This one's even weirder. It's completely transparent, and its body glows neon yellow, like electricity surging through it, lighting up every spot it touches.
Are you gonna touch that too? Gonna pick it up? What is that?
People online quickly dubbed it the alien bug because, honestly, it didn't look like anything from Earth. Even internet experts couldn't figure out what it was. What do you think this glowing creature could be?
Stay away.
Transparent aquatic creature. This one right here is not an ordinary catch. A guy went fishing one day and his fishing bait caught this weird creature stuck to the hook. The creature has a fish-like appearance and claws like a lizard.
Oh no. Ew. Oh, what is that?
Even the guy was amazed to see its transparent body, and there were centipede-like legs clearly visbiled inside its
no.
stomach. Even till this day, this creature remains a mystery. If you have any idea
That's
about
in
this
the
creature,
water?
comment down below. Crayfish catch. Jeremy Wade and his team set out for a remote location in search of a giant crayfish that he has never seen before.
I've caught crayfish before, but nothing like this. This is, what's it, a couple of pounds?
Massive.
2 pound.
And the biggest one you've seen?
Upon discovering it in the dark waters of the Amazon, they picked it out with their bare hands.
I noticed.
The size of the crayfish was unusual and much larger than the species commonly known.
Is 6.5
Come on,
inches,
man.
So she'd be about
Who's picking it up with their
21,
hands?
22.
They even inserted a microchip tag inside it to estimate the crayfish numbers and growth rates. In the end, they finally let that fish back into its habitat because it is important to stop the rare fish from going extinct. Amazonian cryptid.
What's this? Oh.
While exploring the Amazon, a guy came across something truly bizarre. There, lying upside down, was a tiny, odd-looking creature. He quickly grabbed his phone and began recording. He was quite sure that he had found some mythical cryptid. And watching the footage, I'm convinced too. To me, it's more like a young skinwalker.
Oh, what? Skinwalker.
And what made it
Oh,
creepier was that
man.
it seemed lifeless, almost as if someone had hidden it there, hoping no one would notice. But
see
by
the
pure
arm?
chance, the guy discovered it. Buried creature.
Oh.
A man was picking up trash from the beach, and he unexpectedly encountered a weird creature. When the guy pulled out something that he thought was a piece of trash buried deep inside
Oh, I
the
would've
sand.
just left it,
to his
bro.
surprise, it wasn't trash,
Oh.
but a weird creature inside it.
Oh my goodness.
It had the bizarre shape of a massive beetle and had several tentacles like an octopus. It is strange to see that these alien-like creatures exist among us.
I would have just left that alone.
Florida Gare. The upcoming video shows one of the scariest and fastest predators known to mankind. Please stick around to see this fish called the Florida gar.
Alligator gar are definitely one of the prehistoric fish that we have here in North America.
It is known to be the smallest type of garfish, but this one was quite large and was hunting around in pools full of sunfish, crayfish, and frogs, no doubt making meals out of them. Since it has a mouth like an alligator and the ability to snap its prey fast, and it is also known as the spotted gar because of all the spots on its body.
Into that mouth. They're absolutely incredible. And look at the scales. They're like woven together like chainmail armor. This fish is super solid as rock.
Mysterious artifact. An explorer found this mysterious green-colored artifact in the depths of a forest. It
That's
appears to be a
definitely a
skull, as the
skull,
teeth and
yeah.
eye sockets are clearly visible in the footage. There are strange glyphs and drawings on top of the skull, and it has a weirdly elongated shape. I
You tell
believe
me
this
what that
artifact
is.
may belong to the creatures living in the forests, or some
Oh.
feral people that hide from human eyes. Woodland wonder.
Some type
A
of little
man was
ruby in the
exploring
middle?
deep in the woods when he came across a massive mushroom. The man was completely shocked by its size because it seemed several inches wide and almost like 7 inches tall. Humans have encountered big mushrooms and even poisonous mushrooms, but
Right.
this one right here is something human eyes have never seen. Well, I believe that this is a remnant from the pre-flood era from the past, when everything looked different and even a simple
Everything out
thing
there
as a
is
mushroom was
massive.
large. Heavenly creatures.
What? Am I seeing this right? Where's the face?
Someone took a trip to an unknown forest for some wildlife photography and instead caught these cute creatures that seemed like they jumped
Oh!
straight out of heaven.
There's no face. Wait.
These creatures look like tiny goat babies, but there is a little bit
Oh, you tell me what's going on.
of difference which makes them appear a bit eerie. They don't have facial features, which makes us scratch our heads about how these creatures can consume
Oh.
food. Well, I don't think this will remain a mystery for long until the scientists figure out their location and give these creatures an
How do they eat? I don't get it. What is going on?
identity in the scientific world. The river's bounty. A fishing expert decided that he would go to the Amazon River and catch a fish bigger than any he had ever caught before. He stayed there for a long time, but didn't catch anything really big. However, at the end of the day, something happened that he hadn't even expected. He caught a giant catfish that was as big as it was scary.
Oh no.
At first, he was scared when he saw it, but then he slowly reeled it in and got what he wanted. If it had been me in his place, I might have given up and left right away upon seeing such a giant fish.
Wow.
Digging for trouble. A man was exploring the woods when he heard some strange noises. Out of curiosity, he went to check where the noises were coming from, and suddenly he saw a pangolin.
What is
Usually,
that?
it is a small to
Out of curiosity, he went to go see what the noise was. Are you gonna do that too? This is crazy. Look at that.
medium-sized mammal known for its protective keratin scales and its diet of ants and termites. It uses its strong claws to dig for insects, but here it was doing something unusual.
Just breaking it.
It was using its claws to dig into a wall, which shocked the man. He didn't think it was safe to stay there and quickly left.
I
But
guess
why
not.
the pangolin was digging into the wall and how it was able to do that was never discovered.
I wonder what he'll
Petrified
do to his
giant.
body, huh?
Sometimes you find things in the woods that make us curious about history and provoke further questions. A group of tourists went into the woods for exploration, but suddenly one of the friends spotted something unusual.
Oh, look
Here
at
he
that.
saw a petrified giant snake that looked as if it were still alive. Everything around there was unusual, and it felt like he had stumbled into a place where giant creatures might have lived in the past.
That's
They explored
crazy.
all of this and then left. But is there something in history that we haven't been able to explore or discover until today? Giant centipede. Woods are for sure the place where mysteries live, and this encounter is
Oh,
another
no.
example. A man took his dog for a walk in the woods, and everything was fine until they spotted an unusual centipede. It was so big that the man couldn't believe it because he had never imagined he would see something like that.
Are you gonna step on it? And do you think that's gonna actually do something?
But something unexpected happened. Although the centipede was giant and scary, it gently moved on its way. After
Wow.
that, the man calmly observed it. He didn't bother it at all and left. But does this centipede even belong to our world? I guess not. Owl's secret. Can an owl's wings be as large as a bald
Yo!
eagle's wings? Before you say no, have a look here. This giant owl was spotted by a hunter outside the woods, and for a moment, he couldn't believe his eyes. The
Nah.
owl was sitting on the wooden piece, covering it as if it had some special connection to it. Some people believe that
Yeah.
giant owls were connected to Greek gods, and who knows? Maybe this one also came from the past. River's Phantom. In a small town in Indonesia, people often saw a strange creature near the river. Because of this, no one was going near the river. But to solve the mystery, a group of friends decided to go
water's
there. They
extra
took
muddy.
sticks and went into the woods.
Oh,
As
look
soon as the creature came, they jumped into the river and surrounded it from all sides.
what's that
They were
with the
puzzled
face?
when they saw it because it didn't have a proper face, just a dark body and a long tail. When
Oh,
they thought they
no.
could catch it, the creature disappeared right at that moment and was never seen again. Maybe it will return there someday in a different shape. Rare spider. If you think this looks like a character from some fictional movie, you're wrong. At first, I
Wow.
also thought it looked mysterious. But then I did some research and found out it's a peacock spider. It is a tiny, brightly colored spider native to Australia, known for its striking appearance and elaborate courtship dances.
They move like it's a video game or a typewriter, right?
This spider is only a few millimeters in size and is harmless to humans. So, if you
Oh, it's
see this again
harmless.
next time, you'll understand what it is.
It's pretty cute, huh?
Unidentified creature. In a small town in Mexico, locals saw late at night that some people from a secret agency were going into the woods. A man secretly followed them and found out that the experts had discovered a strange creature that seemed like it belonged to another world. It was difficult to identify the creature because it had neither a proper face nor a recognizable body. He watched the experts from a distance and then left. But what was really happening there was never known. Who knows, the government might be hiding something mysterious from us. A maritime marvel. While the fisherman was peacefully going on his boat, he suddenly came
close.
across a strange creature. It was dark in color, had unusual spots on its body,
What is
and
that?
resembled a bird. What made it particularly strange was that it looked like a bird spreading its wings into the river. Shocked by its appearance, he posted it online and asked netizens to identify the creature.
Yeah, what
It
is
turned
it?
out that there was nothing eerie about the creature. It was an apply-side, also known as a sea hare. Baiting crawfish. Hunting crawfish might be one of the most hefty tasks, but some genius fisherman had an amazing idea, and that's how he pulled dozens of crawfish with the help of a fishing bait. The footage begins by showing something eerie popping out of the river until you focus on the clip and realize that this isn't anything creepy. Just a clever fisherman tied a bait with a string, and all
Right.
the greedy crawfish came out of the water. And that's how the lucky fisherman
Clever.
took dozens of fish home.
We're gonna eat tonight.
Surprising slitherer.
Oh, man.
During an adventure in the Amazon, a guy had a real scare when he spotted a giant serpent resting in the murky water. Daring, he chose to get a closer look, and this is what he caught. The snake had a huge bulge in its belly, showing it had just eaten a big meal. But this meal was definitely something unusual.
That's a big one.
Even though African pythons aren't venomous, they're excellent at squeezing their prey, which makes them dangerous. The explorer knew not to get too close. And after taking a few quick snaps of a giant serpent, he wisely decided to give it space and let it enjoy its meal. Sometimes it's best to watch from a safe distance
That's
and
a
let
big one.
nature take its course. Standing visitors.
What you think was inside? Alligator?
Now that's something you've never imagined seeing. A
you
tourist
see it?
exploring the woods spotted something odd in the distance. He became curious, and upon creeping closer, he was stunned by what he saw. There were alien-like figures standing by the water, and it looked like the two of them were having some serious discussion. And
Right.
then, out of nowhere,
Transform into a
they
rock
all
or something.
bent down and started crawling in a creepy, unsettling way. Seems like these creatures were on vacation, and the explorer just happened to stumble into their private moment.
Oh,
And to be
man.
honest, it was definitely one of the strangest things I could ever witness. Giant salamander. Out in the wild, This guy captured something
Crazy stuff.
incredibly rare. While exploring underwater, he spotted a giant creature with a flat mouth and spotted skin just lounging there without a care. It didn't even flinch at his presence. And if you guys are wondering what makes this so special, then let me tell you that it's actually a giant Chinese salamander. This species is so elusive that it's considered critically endangered. Their numbers are dropping fast because they're losing their natural habitat. So, capturing footage of this giant salamander was not just rare, but a glimpse of nearly vanished species. Rare kiwi. While exploring New Zealand, a lucky observer witnessed a very rare sighting. He captured a Hast tokueka, also known as the Hast kiwi, emerging from the bushes. I know you guys must be thinking, what's so special in this? Well, this bird is one of the rarest kiwis around, with its numbers dwindling and its habitat hard to find. Unlike other kiwis, the Hast tokueka is flightless, just like its relatives.
No wings.
The observer watched in surprise as he was watching this creature known for its rarity, and who would not? Don't you think that catching a glimpse of such a rare species is more like finding a hidden treasure in the wild?
A bird with no
Common
wings?
Ever heard of the common potu? If not, then you guys are in for a treat. While wandering through Para, some people spotted what they thought was just a piece of tree bark. But guys, it was actually a bird. Yes, this incredible creature was common potu. It has feathers that perfectly blend with its surroundings. It looks just like a broken branch or a piece of bark when it's still.
What? It's an illusion.
But don't be fooled. If you get too close, the potu will shoot you an intense
Oh,
glare, warning you to
look
back
at his
off.
eyeball.
Alien worm.
Alien worm.
Now look at this clip showing something truly bizarre. A strange, pale, worm-like creature
Just
moving
broken
slowly
half.
across the water surface. The man filming it decided to poke the thing
Wait a
with a
minute.
stick. But what happened next was wild. The creature seemed to dissolve and vanish right before his eyes. But seriously, what is this thing? Just like me, people online are also losing their minds.
Now you see me.
They are still
you
trying to
don't?
figure
I
out
don't
what on
know.
earth this thing could be. Is it an alien or some kind of undiscovered species? What do you think?
they
Comment
gonna name
down
it
your
something,
thoughts on
right?
it, guys. Dogman.
What?
Out in the woods, you never really know what's hiding around the corner. A group of explorers certainly didn't expect what they came across. They claim they saw the legendary Dogman right there in broad daylight. This tall, black-haired humanoid creature was spotted hiding behind a tree, and the group was in shock. But they were convinced that it's none other than a Dogman. But netizens, on the other hand, couldn't agree and insisted that it was probably just a tree trunk playing tricks on their minds.
A dog man. Right.
But I believe it's a dogman. This creature might really exist and isn't just a product of imagination. Moving
Interesting.
massive strings.
Wait a minute.
A man, while strolling in the woods, spotted something that looked like a tangled mess of black string
It's an
among
illusion.
some old trash. But then he noticed something creepy. It was moving on its own. At first glance, I myself thought it might be some alien creature,
It
but
is
not
moving.
everyone agreed with my point. They argued that this footage was fake. Others guessed it was a symbiote, a creature looking for a host. No matter what it
Wow.
was,
A symbiote.
this strange find left me completely puzzled thinking about what I had just seen. Hotson.
I don't know.
Now let me introduce you to one of the quirkiest birds around, the Hotson. This bird is definitely unique with claws on its wings and a funky smell that's a bit like poop. You can find these creatures hanging out in the riverside or in the forest of Amazon.
A funky
And
smell.
now, let me tell you
Like
something
poop?
that'll definitely
Oh,
blow your
my.
mind. Someone caught a hoatzin swimming in the water. I mean, it's pretty wild to see
Keep
these
that bird
birds both
away.
flying and swimming. So tell me, aren't they some of nature's quirkiest creatures? Absolutely. Amazonian gilbaca. Some fishermen in the Amazon pulled something really huge from the water. And here's what they caught. A huge crowd then gathered along the riverbank to see what kind of river monster had been captured, and they were stunned. It was enormous. The crowd buzzed with guesses about what it could be, but then came the big reveal. It was a giant gilbaca fish.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty
Even
big.
though it's a known species, its size was jaw-dropping. No one could argue that this was one impressive, unforgettable catch that won't be forgotten anytime soon.
Yeah, we're gonna eat tonight. Seconds, anybody?
African fish. This is the time of the year when African villagers get a treat from the mud, the lungfish. These fish bury under the mud during the dry season and come out only in rainy weather. So what happens is that after the rain ceases, they encase themselves in a mucus cocoon.
I never knew that.
He's in a cocoon.
Oh my.
Entering a state of stasis until the next rains arrive.
I learned something
When the
with
cocoon
that.
dissolves with the return of rain, they spring back to life. It's truly a remarkable cycle that shows the adaptability and resilience of these unique creatures.
They actually dig into the mud to cover themselves.
Giant
Wow.
wolves. Until now, I used to believe that giant wolves were just mythical creatures until I saw this footage. These giant wolves are extinct from the land, but someone got the opportunity to see this wild being lurking in the forest.
Pretty big boy.
As soon as the guy pans the camera towards the wolf, it runs towards the thick forest. These wolves are up to 1.8 meters tall and usually
Wow.
hide themselves from people and other predators because they are almost extinct. Giant millipede.
What? Oh no.
Millipedes are fearsome-looking creatures that live in many countries around the world. These insects are about the length of over 1 foot and have
Whoa.
approximately 40 pairs of legs on each segment. This distinguishes
I
them
don't
from
know.
other centipedes. Although they have a fatal look, nothing to be scared of because these centipedes feed on dead plants, which makes them a harmless creature.
Oh. How about
So,
that?
guy, if you encounter one, don't get scared. Just pick it up and flex your catch on social media.
No, I'm not picking up none of that. No, that's not gonna happen.
We're still exploring the Amazon, and guess what? I have got a super cool find. During a regular fishing trip, some lucky fishermen pulled up a turtle that's anything but ordinary. Well, yes, this wasn't just any turtle.
What?
It was a rare mata mata turtle. This creature blends so well with its surroundings. It looks like a rock covered in algae. When the fishermen saw it, they were amazed. They couldn't believe their luck. And after checking it
Wow.
out, they decided to return the mata mata to its muddy home. How awesome is that? It's moments like these.
I don't know. You tell me. Man, this video was absolutely crazy. Bananas. I just wanted to show you guys some things that you might not know, or you might know, maybe you might not know. The Amazon is, you can keep me out of there. Ooh-wee. Stay tuned. Mr. Stocking Cap reacts, and we out.